Discovery Channel begs you to suspend your disbelief and stow that sus. Because once again, it's Dooch Baggins, professional ghost botherer in a new series. Dooch Baggins, Sheds of Shadows. Hello viewers, it is I, Dooch Baggins, Paranuisance. This is our show on location, Sheds of Shadows. I have brought our cameras on location in the spookiest time of day, night, to the most haunted sheds within a tank of gas of where I live. Tonight, the Paranatural Pole Barn of Elm Street. Located in a humble town in North Illinois, this structure has stood for years in defiance of time and the unnatural horrors which travel the lands between the land of the living and the land of the otherwise than living.
You mean ghosts?
Damn it, Ricky, why did we bring you again?
Miss Flodo's mama's cousin.
This pole barn is also known as Whack-Noidle's half-shed of death. We're going to get closer to it, and using our instruments, get a reading on how messed up and spooky this place is. Sup?
Run! Oh my god, it's a real ghost, oh god!
Dooch Baggins will be right back with more grainy, out-of-focus night vision footage of Dooch Baggins and his crew being startled by something they will swear was a ghost on Dooch Baggins, Sheds of Shadows.
Get upset on the internet.
Hi everybody, welcome to Retro Station 1989. I'm Commander Dan, the commander and lone human inhabitant aboard this retro station. And this is Licensed to Play. This is a show where we review licensed retro games. That means a game based on something other than an original idea, something like candy, soda pop, movies, books, comics. Pretty much, if it could be licensed and put into a retro game, we're going to take a look at it. And this week we're going to take a look at a property that just cannot be kept down. I mean, it's even coming back in a big way on Netflix. Now, it happens to be one of my favorites as well. Oh, and it's my job to tell you that this evaluation of Earth's retro license games is sponsored by Planet X. That's right, Planet X. Do what we say, because if you don't, we'll melt the Earth. That can't be the copy, right? No. Alright, anyway. America makes some weird people. Great, fantastic, wonderfully weird people. Penn and Teller, punk rock magicians. Fred Rogers, kindest man on planet Earth. Judy Tenuta, played accordion, was punk and hysterical. She will be missed. Wally Amos, liked cookies, an amazing man. And today's person of note created the franchise the evaluation is based on. His name? Charles Addams. Born in turn-of-the-century New Jersey, Charles Addams spent his earliest, weirdest years sketching, observing people, and being a known rascal around the neighborhood. Dude was related to John Adams, even though their names weren't spelled alike. He was caught numerous times breaking into a certain house near his own, and folks, it was an obsession and inspiration. The house was old and gothic and weird. His friends said of him that he was artistically inclined, drawing with a happy vengeance, which should be on 12 t-shirts immediately for all my illustrator friends. After school was done and he graduated Pennsylvania University, Charles went to work in the literary world as a layout artist for True Detective, with covers like this. How could he not be a little weird with covers exactly like this? What? Wait, Cambot, those aren't from men's magazines in the 30s, those are from paperbackparadise.com. You should check them out and buy a bunch of their prints. Anyway, Charles Addams supplied New Yorker cartoons until the 60s, when executives at ABC Television here in the States offered him a chance to make a macabre comedy show and give names and further expand the personalities of the characters we now know as the Addams Family. The show was a hit, and the risk of bringing such dark material to the airwaves paid off, and also lightened some of the evil tones of the nameless New Yorker characters to make them palatable for the 1960s audiences. But with the advent of full-color programming, shows like Addams Family had to fight for what little space on television there was for black and white TV. And, while well-liked, it only lasted 2 seasons. But its 64 episodes lived on through syndication, more colloquially known as reruns. No, damn it, Cambot, that's Fred Rerun Barry, not that rerun. You know, reruns. Anyway, this show was around long enough to become a niche attraction, but folks, it's the licensing and spin-offs that we're going to talk about in regards to today's evaluation. And that is
for my delicious cereal called Chocula.
It's chocolatey good.
With a devilishly good chocolatey flavor and tasty marshmallows.
Wrong air count. Kids come calling for my Frankenberry cereal. It's frightfully good with strawberry flavor and tasty marshmallows.
What a treat.
Called Chocula.
Frankenberry.
We like both.
You can enjoy this good, nutritious breakfast with
Frankenberry. Count Chocula.
Fester's Quest by Sunsoft for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Now, this is a 1989 title based on the Addams Family TV program, and aboard the Retro Station, it's one of our favorites. We're going to fulfill our cosplay fantasies this week, and I will say that everyone's been hyped to get started. We'll showcase our creations after this segment, and I think with what we've got handy here aboard the Retro Station, I'd give the gals at $20 cosplay a run for their money. Now, this game, it's got a ton of detractors. I'm not going to lie. Basically, everyone who reviews this pretty much hates it, and I get it. I understand. But, you know, I've tossed a couple reasons I think that is into the review. But seriously, with this one, it's got to be AVGN's most hilarious and amazing take on a video game. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. I'll put a link in the comments below. In this case, I'm not going to go and poop and pee and swear my way into your hearts. I'm going to tug at your heartstrings with a little nostalgic, goofy remembrance on my part right after this commercial break.
Mummies everywhere are rushing to Carvel for the new Halloween ice cream cake, just $9.99. Have your mummy pick up some new ghosty cones too. The Halloween cake, $9.99.
this Halloween. He's coming with something they never expected.
Cookies!
Simply roll out Pillsbury sugar cookies, cut, bake, then create your own deliciously spooky cookies.
Woo, woo! Woo-hoo!
Nasty weather got you little monsters uptight. Make it a Blockbuster night. Blockbuster has something for everyone. Even the fuzziest little beasts settle down to enjoy Blockbuster. I just love a family night. If the weather's a fright, make it a Blockbuster night.
All right, now, this property is so popular around here that some of the space buddies aboard the Retro Station wanted to cosplay their favorite characters and show this license some love. Me too. So you're going to get to see me do a little cosplay of my own. Let's start with our normal historical breakdown of the property and get this evaluation started. All right, is everyone ready? Okay. Cambot, I see you're ready, and wow, that's great. And wait until you see my cosplay, all right? Okay, go ahead, Cambot. Let's start the show. Let's go back to the year 1989, just after I turned 14. It was summer, and my friend Derek and I rented a couple games for the weekend. A weekend we both decided to mix up whatever liquor and ice cream his folks had neglected to hide or lock up and make a minty concoction from Bailey's and a grasshopper mix and a little vodka, and got slightly hammered and played Sunsoft's neglected adventure game, Fester's Quest. It was developed in-house at Sunsoft Japan. Their talented programmers have made stunners on the NES in the past, and of course I'm talking about Batman, Blaster Master, Return of the Joker, Journey to Sirius. The list is long, and in my opinion, Fester's Quest comes up as one of the best they've made. Hi everyone, like my cosplay? It's Thing. Pretty sweet, right? Okay, let's take a look at Splat. Splat, show us what you got.
Check it out, Commander. I'm Pugsley Adams. Can't you tell?
Oh yeah, I see it. Well done, Splat. And Cambot Jr., you are?
Well, Commander, I'm Gomez Adams.
Nice mustache. And Margot?
I'm Wednesday Adams. I like her voice and her sunny disposition.
It shows. Okay, let's take a look at Fester's Quest and evaluate this horror show. The game centers on Uncle Fester and the Addams family protecting the Earth from weird-ass alien abductors. The game features an overworld and buildings and catacombs, sewer systems, and the interiors of the mothership for Fester to explore. The game relies on grinding to an extent for extending gameplay time, but the gameplay is based on positioning and knowing which weapon works in which area. Most of the weapons need to be upgraded from the beginning, and if you're just picking this game up and playing it for the first time in this day and age, you're going to hit that wall most folks do, and that's the no manual having blues, which changes the game from hard and challenging to NES hard. Luckily, there are places to get these manuals online now. And folks, I gotta admit, when Derek and I, gobsmackedly tipsy as we were on janky-ass cocktails, played this, we laughed our asses off at things like whatever the heck this enemy is, and this guy, and yanked our hair out in frustration at these damn things. We'd also rented Golgo 13 that weekend, and folks, both were frustrating bouts of self-doubt. Both also had 3-dimension-esque hallway sections, but when you had a manual, you could decipher what the game needed you to do. And unfortunately, in Fester's Quest, watch out folks, warning, this could cause epilepsy just walking around the hallways. I'm only going to show you a couple seconds of it. So, let's take a look at how Fester's Quest plays with some instructions from the manual. The story goes like this. The witchy mama, that's what her name is, Mama, foresaw the alien invasion of their city and cast a spell on the Addams house to block the aliens' ability to scan for life forms. Now, this is kind of weird because the Addams family aren't magic, okay? They're just weird. There's weird stuff about them, like Lurch. He looks like a Frankenstein, but he's just a big weird guy. Thing is the only thing that's weird, and Cousin It, of course, is also weird. But he could just be a guy with really long hair. So it was always up to the watcher's imagination whether or not they had powers. This game basically confirms that Witchy Mama has powers. Okay, so now it's up to Fester to wipe out the enemy creatures and aliens and return the citizens to the Earth. This Fester. This guy. Keep an eye on him. That's the guy we're hoping can thwart an alien invasion. Okay. Now, there's an overworld connected by the sewers, catacombs, and caves, and 6 buildings where the alien masters are directing their creatures to harass anyone left in town, and especially, oh my gosh, the hot dog carts. Yeah, it's a weird game. Without the manual, you wouldn't know that red gun items lower your gun power, and blue raise it. Same for the whip power. And last but not least, the light bulbs are needed for traveling the sewer, and the money items allow you to visit the hot dog carts and let you buy vice grips that, in case you've been slowed by the frog alien spit, and get you hot dogs so that you feel better and fill up your health powers. And oh yeah, in the manual it tells you how to get more health. Everyone thinks this game has only 2 HP at all. No, there's 4 total, and you can go in one building and find both of them. It tells you which one in the manual. So, to successfully beat the alien masters, you're going to need to visit one of the other structures. There are 7 houses to visit, where you'll get things like missiles, TNT, bombs. The overworld is huge for an NES game, and with 13 structures in total to explore, there's tons to get done and adventure around. Get yourself a turbo controller, and I promise, so long as you understand the manual, you're going to have a great time with this game. Creepy, kooky, mysterious, spooky. There's really only one thing left to ask about the Addams family and Fester's Quest, and we know what that question is. Does Fester's Quest have a license to play? Yeah! I mean, look, I know people crap on this game, sometimes literally, alright? But not me. This game is a hard play. If you don't take care to read the manual, or take my advice, I'll give you some pro tips, But otherwise, this is a great game, honestly. It's hard, but it's fun, and beating it gives you a little satisfaction. It actually has an ending, which, by all means, don't take my word for it. Just play it, okay? But more than anything else, more than anything I've said today, well, oh wait, why don't we get Thing's opinion? Hey Thing, what do you think of Fester's Quest? Nah, that's what I thought. Alright, so there you have it. November is Fantasy Month, and December's our holiday special, with a special guest. Now, folks, the next couple weeks are non-stop fun, a real blast. But more than anything else I've said, during this broadcast, my next broadcast, or 10 broadcasts down the line, or in the past, remember to always, always, always stay retro. Peace!
Get upset on the internet, you're a salt adult, you're a salt adult. Get upset on the internet, you're a salt